I don't really know what I'm starting this with. It, this is just kind of a rant, I guess. I don't really know what I'd call this. Maybe just a fucking depressive episode on camera. I mean, not on camera. My camera's not on microphone. I don't know. But yeah, you can probably hear my brother. He's fucking singing at the top of his lungs like always. I yeah, I just I want to start this off by saying I'm just fucking tired. You can probably hear it in my voice, but it I'm probably gonna name this some shit like I'm tired or something. I don't know. I have no ideas. But the only thing that's really been making me feel any sort of comfort recently is just playing Yume all day and or fish and just fucking forgetting about the world. Cause outside of that, what the fuck can I do? I can like I can like fucking forget about what's going on. I can try to forget about everything. I can try to forget about Epstein, forget about the fucking fact that this entire goddamn country is run by a fucking pedophile who hates my existence. I could try to forget about all of that. I could try to forget about ICE fucking kidnapping and shooting people on the streets every single day. I can try to forget about so many things, but I can't really forget about them because no matter how hard I try to just put it at the very back of my mind and just forget about everything, it always comes back. It it's fucking William Afton. I hate having to use that, but yeah. The, this video is about trans people in the Epstein files, and just yeah. I am not even surprised at this point. If you haven't read the files, what they essentially say, and I might put this up on screen. I don't know. This might just be a full black screen, but they essentially say like trans women are the epitome of sexiness to Epstein, so he loves trans women. He loves trans people. He just wants to fucking make trans people and like fucking into basically just sex slaves. He's trying to promote trans prostitutes, which is something that a lot of trans people are unfortunately forced into doing because, well, a lot of trans people are disabled physically. They aren't able to hold jobs. They aren't really able to do much else. There's a fucking market for it because, like, you'd be surprised by the amount of weird ass conservatives that are into trans people, like Epstein. And it's just. I'm so tired, man. I just want to exist in a body that I can be comfortable in. I want to be a person that I can be comfortable being. I Trans people have trouble getting jobs. Trans people have trouble being recognized for anything. I hate my voice. I hate the way I look. I hate everything about this. I can't even get fucking estrogen because of goddamn healthcare. And I hate just looking like this and being like this. I hate being this fucking facsimile of femininity where I like just pretending every single day that I look more girly than I actually am. I don't feel like a girl. I want to be a girl. I don't feel like it though. I just feel like some fucking gross larper. And I, I think that can be tied in part to a lot of how society has just normalized transphobia to a point where it's fucking ridiculous, honestly. No matter what, I can't not see transphobia. I try to find reels and videos and shit of trans people. You look at the replies, they're just filled with people who are insanely just transphobic and pieces of shit. Going like, oh, tranny fag, go fuck yourself. And then they drop the hard R like 3 times. And the worst part is that I want to hate these people blindly. I really do. I want to say fuck you, but I I know what it's like. Which is the worst part. I feel bad for these people. I mean, I don't know what it's like to be a fucking Nazi piece of shit, but I know what it's like to just be lonely and be lashing out at something, an easy target to you. And we're a scapegoat. Trans people are a scapegoat. There's not really any escaping it. Trans people are. We're the bad guys right now. To a lot of people, we're the evil rapist pedophiles, even though that's literally who's in office right now. There are trans characters like Kirara from Jujutsu Kaisen, or of course Bridget from Guilty Gear, who are canonically transgender, and yet people always just insist that ooh, they're traps, they're not trans, they're actually just femboys. They're not femboys, they're women. But these fucking idiots will do anything to just put their fucking grubby mitts on every single piece of media that they've ever seen has a trans person and just insist that the trans person isn't real. And you want to know why? Because they're just hateful. That's all they are. Useless, pathetic pieces of fucking shit who are just hateful, and that's all they can be. And I'm so tired. I, I'm still thinking about Charlotte Fosgate. Burnt fishy, if you didn't know. She was a trans girl who committed suicide, and her suicide was mocked and applauded on Twitter. People made merchandise off of it. People were celebrating her death. She was 17. She was a child. I'm 18. I'm fucking lucky to still be here, still alive. And I'm just thinking, if I died like that, these people would be making fun of me too. And how can someone have that much hate in their fucking heart? Why why are people this hateful? The only reason I'm even getting angry right now is just cuz I don't know what else to do. I get angry, I get upset, and I'm being masculine. I'm being too masculine. I'm being too fucking big, strong, and dumb. But what else can I do? I'm tired of crying. I can't even cry anymore. I'm scared. I'm I'm trying to exist as an openly trans person. Like, sure, I can't get my hands on HRT, so I'm kind of fucked in that aspect, but like, I just want to exist. I want to live. I want to be the person I am. It, it just. Why? Why? Why is it like this? It feels like fucking 90% of America either hates me and wants me dead or wants to fuck me or both. I don't want either of those. I just want to be happy. It's just, I want to go home. I wish I, I wish I was living somewhere where that wasn't America, where I could just be myself. I wish I wasn't born a boy. I wish I was a woman. I wish I was just. Every single day, I'm just constantly cycling through being slightly content, being angry, and being sad. I don't feel any real joy when I'm not being myself, but I'm not allowed to be myself anymore. At least not online. But then I go out in public sometimes and I see the looks in people's faces and I I tell them, "Oh, I go by these pronouns." And they're like, "Oh, okay." And they use those pronouns. And I I tell them, "Oh, I'm trans." And sometimes they'll even respect me. A lot of the time they respect me. Sometimes they'll even like help me, give me advice and stuff. And I think it's important to note that even though it feels like so many people hate me or hate you, the person who might be watching this if you're trans, a lot of people don't. At least depending on where you live. If you live in like the fucking Bible Belt, then yeah, keep yourself safe. Keep an eye out. But if you live in more liberal areas, a lot of the time it isn't even like people are just nice. Normal everyday people will normally understand and respect you. The fucking freaks and Nazis you see on YouTube and Instagram aren't aren't normal. The pieces of shit you see on Twitter, they aren't normal. You, I mean, I'm not saying you're normal, but you're normal in the way that you probably care. And if you do, thank you. Thank you for caring. It's I know it's the least a lot of people can do, but thank you. God, I'm a fucking mess right now. I'm sorry. I'm yeah. So yeah, I I hate being trans a lot of the time, but at the same time, it's one of the things that annoys me the most with being trans is how transphobia is so normalized now. I try to look up any trans positive things on YouTube and I get hit with fucking 5 billion Matt Walsh videos and like, oh, did you know this crazy tranny activist is trying to pretend that he is a woman? And it sucks, you know? I yeah, I think this is part of the reason why I'm so addicted to Yume right now. It's just because I know I can trust that game and its community and yknow to just be nice. Because it's a lot of it's a lot of people like me. A lot of weird trans people, weird autistic people, weird just weird people. And not weird in a bad way, weird in the way that I feel like I have a sense of community there, you know? So yeah, I think dinner's ready. So yeah, I'm gonna just I'm gonna leave this off here. Thank you for watching if you did all the way. I was expecting this to go on for like 40 minutes, I can't even lie, but I think I got most of my thoughts out there. Yeah, stay safe. I love you all. Good night.